Welcome to Mustard Brand Monday. This is Mustard Brand Monday. And what we do, we get a group of professional stylists just like yourself, and we bring you together and we educate you on things that we offer you from products, different product knowledge. We give you financial literacy knowledge. We're going to talk about getting away and retreating and getting knowledge. There's a variety of things we're going to do, but today we're going to focus on, we got two of our managing partners with us today. We got Byron Reese today, and we have Natalie Spencer, and they're going to come and give you guys a wealth of information in regard to what we're talking about today. It's going to be color. It's going to be smoothing systems and silk out systems to make it a combination of the two and how to do it. Not only we provide you with the product, but we provide you with the knowledge and how to use it step by step. We hold your hand, we walk with you all the way. So we're not one of those companies that sell you something and then just put you out there on your own. We're here to be with you and partner up with you. That's some of the things that we wanted to do. So today we're going to talk about color, and then we're also going to talk about our smoothing system. But Elaine, do we have something for them just to talk about when we travel abroad or anything? Do we have anything like that by chance to give them a snippet of what we deal with? We have a thing called destination education. And that's when we take a select group of you, a special select. We try to do it about 20 of you. You guys join us on an international destination, and we sit there and pour into you all the things that we give you 60 minutes, 90 minutes, 120 minutes worth, what we take in 4 and 5 days, and we spend that time with you. Because that's what Monster Brand is about. Elaine, give them a little bit of what we talk about and how we do what we do.
Such a lovely day. One of the things that I think is most important is that your mindset is right. When that's in place, everything works. Everything works. A lot of us are aiming to make money, but if you can't think about what it looks like, if you can't imagine a place like this, you can't even get to the point of actually having it. So I really enjoy being in places like this because it gives me the energy that I need. It shows me everything that's possible for me. And I'm able to also show others what's possible for them. So I'm excited about everything. And I really want to bring more of you guys here to be able to enjoy this. Yeah. So if you're ready and willing to come with me, you can join me the next time that I come to Puerto Plata.
Wow, was that incredible? Yeah, I see Elaine in the back doing her thing. We back, we live. That's a good thing. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna transition, we're gonna go into what you guys been waiting for. I want to bring forward Byron Reese, the man with the plan. He just loved teaching the color, uh, doing all the things, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk more in regards to other things as we go along. Byron, are you with us?
Yeah,
You ready to go in?
man, I'm feeling super casual, fragilistic, espialidocious.
XP Talent.
Espialidocious.
I'm gonna take it away. Let Byron have it, okay, guys?
Things of that nature. First and foremost, I want to thank each and everybody. giving us this time to congregate with you and listen to us and help us build your brand, help us build your legacy for your kids, your family, and things of that nature, so we can actually help generations down the line build wealth as well. So today, what we're going to start out with is advanced coloration. I know a lot of you guys on here already use it, but a lot of you guys on here don't, man. With advanced coloration, we are an Italian brand color line. And being an Italian brand color line comes with a lot of different perks and a lot of different things.
Byron, I'm so sorry. We're having trouble hearing you. You're going in and out.
Maybe we need to change.
Put it on.
Hello, can y'all hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, so that's better. All right. So, all right. What I was saying was, with advanced coloration, we are an Italian-based color line. And with Italian-based color lines, it comes with a lot of different perks that we're going to talk about in the next few minutes. So I know a lot of you guys aren't doing a lot of color, but here with Monster Brand, we have a special technique that we can teach anybody how to color in 20 minutes. So if y'all go along on this trip with me, within 20 minutes, I can promise you, you guys who aren't doing a lot of color can do anywhere from 5 to 10 colors this week. And later on, I think Mr. Eddie got some color specials for you. So let's go ahead and get started. So the thing that we teach the world on how to color and make it easy for everybody, we call it the hotel scenario. So I hope everybody got some paper and take notes, because studies show 85% of the time, when you take notes, you retain it a whole lot better. So let's go ahead and get the pens and the paper so we can go ahead and get this recorded. So last but not least, before we get started, you have us totally. So if you have any questions about formulations and things of that nature, that you can get in contact with us personally. You can get in contact with me, our staff, our educators, and we would much rather help you formulate a great color than for you to FaceTime me and try to do color correction. So you have us totally. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. It is called hotel scenario, hotel scenario. So with this hotel scenario, the first part of it, how many people do we have with us now, Dwayne? 35. 36. So all 36 of y'all, for the first part of this, I want you to close your eyes. And I know I can't see you, so if we was in person class, I would get you to close your eyes. But I want you to feel it, the first part of this, because it's so strong that I don't want you to see it. I just want you to feel it from the inside. So we're actually going on an actual trip. Matter of fact, we're doing destination. And we're pulling up to our nice big hotel. And you know, it's always one in the group that's gonna like be the funny guy. Say, oh man, this hotel is big. So today the funny guy is Mr. Reginald Camp. Camp, I see you online, man. I haven't seen you in a long time. So he said, oh man, this hotel is really big. So that's what I want y'all to keep in y'all mind for the first part. So while y'all gathering your things, I'm going to the front desk and paying for everybody. And as we meet at the front desk, we get on the actual elevator. And as we get in the elevator, everybody gets in and I press the number 7. So we going up to the 7th floor. And as we get to the 7th floor, it go boom. The way the elevators always do, the elevator open, all of us step out. As we step out, I want everybody to look to your left. And as you go into nice hotels, there's always a centerpiece, a mirror, a flower, or something. And to the left, it say room 701 to 707 to the left. And to the right, it say room 708 to 715 to the right. So y'all vision it? So what I want y'all to get out of it, Reginald already said that the hotel was large. So we see that it has a lot of different floors on it. But we actually went to the 7th floor. And on the 7th floor, we seen it had a lot of different rooms in it. And what's great about that, color is the same way. In this game of color, it's the same way. We have a lot of different floors on it, a ton of different floors on it. But once you get to the individual floors, it has a lot of different rooms on it. So we're going to take this same trip in color. Because when we go to the 7th floor, as y'all can see, we have an in room, which is natural. We actually have an in room, a natural warm room, level 7, an NA, a G room, GV, GC, and so on and so forth. So hopefully now y'all are picking it up that on each floor we have a lot of different rooms on it. So that's what y'all need to get out of this. So we have a lot of different floors, and on each floor it has a lot of different rooms. So just to get y'all started, I want y'all to write this down, because a 10 volume, because we're going to talk about developers. Our 10 volume give you one level of lift. So write that down. 10 volume, one level of lift. 20 volume, 2 levels of lift. 30 volume, 3 levels of lift. And with our 40 volume, we have 4 levels of lift. It's really important, because when I first started this, we was going in and out of so many salons, and each stylist, y'all know what y'all favorite developer is, 20 volume. Y'all think 20 volume is like grandmother thought castor oil can fix any and everything. And unrealistically, a 20 volume only going to give you 2 levels of lift with color. So knowing this, 10 volume, 1 level of lift, 22, 33, 44. So all right, so our first client come in of the day. They're on the 2nd floor, right? And they want to be a 5R. So if they want to go from floor 2 to floor 5, how many different floors in between is there? 3. So they're going to have 3 levels of lift. So we will pick what? The 30 volume. So the thing is, the formulation and how easy it is, because you're going from level 2 to level 5, there's 3 levels in between. So we're lifting 3 levels. So you will use a 30 volume. And what a lot of people don't get, and a lot of us, especially us who've been doing hair for over 10 years, we think we can eyeball color. So before we go any further, I need everybody to hold up their right hand and not place it on the Bible book. Place your left hand on the color book and repeat after me. I cannot eyeball color. One more time. I cannot eyeball color. Because the thing is, we would think that every one of your clients is a level 1, when actually they'll be a level 2. So what you need to do, this natural will be your guide, because what you need to do is put this up to your client to see exactly what level that they fall on. Because if not, 85% of the times that your tones don't come out correctly, it's because you picked the wrong developer. So if your client's actually a 2 and you think that they are 1, so if they're going to a level 3, you really should use a 10 volume. But if you use a 20 volume, it's going to take them to a level 4, which is going to throw the formula off, because the undertones at level 4 is not the undertones at level 3. So, all right, just to make sure you guys get it, we're going to do one more. So if your client comes in and she's a level 2 and she wants to go to a level 6, how many floors in between? 4. So what developer you'll use correctly, you will use a 40 volume, which makes it easier. So when your client comes in, they have no artificial color in their hair, and it's their God-given undertone or their God-given tone. A 10 volume will give you 1 level of lift, a 20 will give you 2 levels of lift, 30 will give you 3 levels of lift, and 40 will give you 4 levels of lift. It's really, 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 really important that we start off by using the guide to find out exactly what level they're on. And I promise you, it will work 10 out of 10 times. Very simple and very easy. So the next part of this hotel scenario. So if your client, first of all, Elaine, does anybody have any questions so far? Any questions?
No, no questions. But if you have any questions, guys, you can drop them in chat.
Drop them in chat and we can answer them. Jason is calling. Jason. All right. So we're gonna move on to the second part of the actual hotel scenario. So this is if your client comes in and they have no pre-existing color and they only want to go 4 floors of lift. So if your client comes in and they want to go over 4 floors of lift, so if they want to go 5, 6, 7 levels of lift, or they come in with pre-existing color, what you will have to do is pre-lighten your clients. And what I mean by pre-lighten, you will use some form of lightener. And here with us, we have 3 different bags of lightener. We have a blue, violet, and we have a 9-stage that can give you up to 9 levels of lift. Somebody's calling on the line. Sorry. It would give you up to 9 levels of lift with a 20 volume. So what happens is you will actually see where your client is. So you actually see where your client is, and they want to go with 4 floors of lift. You would just lift up to the desired level, and lifting up to the desired level. Then once you get there, then you would deposit whatever color you want, and it works perfectly. And here's the biggest thing of knowing when you're at the desired level. Here's the biggest problem that I see with hairstylists. And I'm sorry that we don't have this sheet for everybody this morning, but if you learn this part of the remaining pigment chart and the color wheel, it helps you get a perfect color every time. So with this here, it comes in the front of our book, back of the book. So I think, have you guys seen this chart before? I know you've seen the color wheel, but the actual remaining pigment. So what happens is, if you're lifting somebody and they want to go to a 5CH, at level 5, the remaining pigment is red. At level 7, the remaining pigment is orange. And at level 8, it is yellow-orange. And at level 9, that's when the yellow sets. So once you learn this remaining pigment, so the thing is, if somebody's at a level 2 and they want to go to a level 7, the biggest question is, how do you know that you're at a level 7? So each one of you guys have lifted people's hair before. So when you see it comes like a stop sign red, you would know that it's level 5. And when they come up to a pumpkin orange, that's when you know it's a level 7. So when they become yellow, that's when you know there's a level 9. So we guys know the difference between when you can see an orange or a yellow orange. So a yellow orange means that they're at level 8. So they're in between 9 and 7. So they're in between the two. So if you learn this chart, it will help you get a great and correct color every single time. So a 10 volume will give you 1 level of lift, 20 gives you 2, 30 gives you 3, 40 gives you 4. And then if your client comes in with pre-existing color, or they want to go with 4 floors of lift, you would pre-lighten up to the correct level. And once you're at that level, then you would deposit that color. And that's how the hotel scenario works. Any questions in regards to the hotel scenario? And I know because we're on Zoom, we're speeding it up faster than what we would do in a regular class. Any questions in regards of the remaining pigment chart? Because we all know the color wheel. And I would use this a little bit later when we're going over the color knowledge and each of the products in the color line. Are there any questions, Missy Lane?
Nope, no questions. Let me make sure everybody's, yep, no questions.
Are there any questions? For the people that are listening, are there any questions? Because this is a very important part of color that a lot of our stylists don't get. No questions?
Okay.
All
Guys,
right,
if
all
you
right.
have any questions, just drop them in chat.
All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna move on and talk about color really, really quick and what separates us from everybody else in the world. With advanced coloration, we're one of the few color lines that are hypoallergenic, meaning that we purify all our ingredients to 99.98%. So what that means, we pull a lot of the toxins out of it, meaning that normally your clients that's allergic to color, I can tell you that 6 out of 10 of your clients that's allergic to color can use us. But I can tell you that you will always do an actual test. Someone's calling on the phone. So you can always do a patch test. So you can do the back of the hand. And if you want to get a little bit more intimate, you can do behind their ear. And then if it bump up, you know they're allergic to run. But because we purify all our ingredients to 99.98%, that it actually pulls all the toxins out. So most of the time when your clients are allergic to color, they're allergic to the tar that's in the PPD. And with us purifying it so much, the actual tar in the PPD is less potent than most color lines. And what a lot of people don't get in color, the 3 major ingredients in color is the color pigment, the conditioner, and the ammonia. And what separates us from everybody else, everybody knows the ammonia is the part that opens up the cuticle so the color can deposit. Most color lines have actually 3 to 5% of ammonia. With us, we have less than 0.5%. So the important part of that is in the actual scheme of color, it takes 1 hour for 1% of ammonia to dissipate. So with us, in a half an hour, all the ammonia is gone. All of the bad part of color is gone, and the only thing that's left is color and conditioning. But with most color lines, it would still try to open up the cuticles for 3 to 5 hours. So that's what really separates us from everybody because of our low ammonia content and our low pH. And that's another thing. With our pH, we're at an 8.3. With most color lines are 10 to 13. So we know with pH that it goes from 0 to 14. And once you get to a 14, and I call it the alligator mouth, once you get to a 14, it can go in. So if the hair is still processing, the ammonia is still trying to open up the cuticle, that's when it starts burning the cuticle layers away. So a lot of times, before y'all became professionals, because I know y'all don't do this now, but when y'all was in mama's kitchen and y'all wanted to take your client's hair all the way up to white, you would use that 40 volume and lightener, and it would make the hair all scraggly looking. And what the scraggly part was is the cortex. And with the cortex showing, that means you burn out the cuticle layer off. And a lot of people don't get it that the cuticle layer is shut down and it retains moisture. So if all the cuticle layer is gone, no matter how much you hydrate that hair with shampoo and conditioner, because nothing is retained, it slides off, and that's what makes it broken, brittle, and breaks off. So remember that it is very, very, very important that even say it again. Did somebody ask a question? Mr. Lane?
No,
Oh,
no questions. Someone just was
oh,
unmuted.
just unmuted. All right. So, all right. Well, let's move along to developers because what separate our lines from a lot of people too, we have 6 different developers. And with that, we already talked about our 10 volume give you 1 level of lift, our 20 gives you 2 levels of lift, our 30 gives you 3 levels of lift, and our 40 gives you 4 levels of lift. But we actually have a 3.5 developer, which separates us from a lot of people. So a lot of people wonder what the 3.5 is for. The 3.5 is predominantly for 2 things. For us, you can use 3.5 and relax the hair the same day. Yes, I did say you can relax the hair the same day, but I did not say that you can lift the hair the same day. So if you're trying to cover gray and things of that nature, what you would do is use your manufacturer instructions on whatever relaxer that you're using. Then you will rinse the relaxer out thoroughly. Then you will come back with the color. And then you will go back in and shut the cuticle down according to manufacturer's instructions. And the reason why I say that, ladies and gentlemen, if we look at the theoretical part of it, with relaxers, they're normally between 12.5 and 13.5. So the door of the cuticle is wide open. A lot of times when you guys don't get great coverage, and I know sometimes y'all get a little squeamish about coming in doing color without relaxing. But what you have to realize that the neutralizing shampoo is closing that cuticle down. So if you understand it in real life, you can walk through a door a whole lot better if it's open than when it's closed. So if that cuticle is wide open, you can use the 3.5, do the actual color, and then come back and shut the cuticle down afterwards. And that way you will get 100% gray coverage. Y'all got it? And also, this is our Italian gloss, because a lot of times people will say, do we have a cellophane? But sometimes if your client's hair is a little dull and you don't want to do a color, what you could do is say if somebody's a 4N, you can go 2 to 3 levels up in that same tone and say use the 7N and use the 3.5. And that way the ammonia that's in the 7N will open up the cuticle and this will go into the hair and you will leave it for 25 minutes and it will give the hair sheen and shine. So this is what the 3.5 is for, same day relaxer and glossing of the hair. And 2, with us, we have a 7 volume because most people don't have a 7. This is our 0 lift direct deposit. So if you're doing a double process, if you're lifting your clients up to the desired level and then coming back and depositing the color, you will use the actual 7 volume to actually do that as well. So we have a 3.5, which is same day relaxer, and is for the gloss of the hair. And I didn't remind you too, it refreshes color as well. So with the 3.5, say if you're doing a fresh color, somebody, and what do y'all call it, a retouch. So if somebody is a 5R and they have about 2 inches of new growth, most of the time you guys would just do the new growth and leave the cold from the line of demarcation to the cold shaft alone. So what you would do is actually do the actual new growth, and with that same 5R, come back with the 3.5 and run it through. And what this does, if you want to refresh someone's color in 10 minutes, it refreshes the whole color and the whole head look brand new. What we have to remember that everything that leaves our chair has our name. So a lot of times you'll just do the new growth and the new growth is popping, and then the line of demarcation, the cold shaft, is still so-so. So with this, you can use the same color with the 3.5 and leave it for 10 minutes, and it totally refreshes the color. So any questions about the developer so far? No? All right.
We don't
So
have
we're
any
gonna move
questions.
on.
We just have a couple of comments.
Yes.
Charm said that the advanced coloration works well with her clients that are allergic. Says thanks. And then Ms. Hunter said she refuses to use the 40 volume.
Ms. Hunter, why?
Let's see. Let's see if we can get
Can we get her to unmute and so she can answer live?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's that? Ms. Hunter? Lily?
Yeah, Lily. Here's a question. What was the natural color for the retouch?
The one I was talking about was a 5R. So with the 5R, you can just do the regular formula for the retouch. Whatever developer, whatever they started out at. So if they start out at a level 2, you would use a 30 volume 5R. But then from line of demarcation, which is the old color, you can use that same 5R and the 3.5 and it will refresh the color so the whole head looks fresh versus than just doing the new growth.
All right, looks like we can't get Lily on the line. But I think she was saying that around the time you're talking about the ammonia.
Yes, because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, and I know that a lot of people are scared of 40 volume, but here's what we teach at Advanced Coloration. With our developer, it's not really the developer that makes the 40 volume stronger. It's the actual color. So if you're using a color line that has 3 to 5% ammonia, if you got 5% ammonia, a 40 volume is going to have an adverse effect with some of your clients. But with us, with less than 0.5% of ammonia, I told you the ammonia dissipates in 30 minutes and it's gone. Because here's what a lot of people don't understand. In developer, there is no ammonia in anybody developer. Actually, developer is H2O2. So, you know, with water, it's H2O. So if you add another oxygen molecule to water, you'll get hydrogen peroxide. So with hydrogen peroxide, it's close to water. So it's not the developer. So with our 40 volume, it gives you no more problems than our 3.5 if you're just using color. Now, if you're using lightener, it's a different thing. Lightener is totally different. So with a 40 volume, you will get a tremendous more lift than with a 20 or a 10. But with just color and developer, only thing 40 volume does is give you 4 levels of lift. So any more questions, Ms. Elaine?
Yeah. How long does it process for after the relaxer?
Oh, 25 minutes.
Okay. Valerie, I hope that answers your question. And then another question is, do clients sit under the dryer to process or no?
Never. With advanced coloration, we never put our clients up under the dryer. Here's the thing, when you put it up under the dryer, speeds up the dissipation of the ammonia. And with advanced coloration, with us having less than 0.5% of ammonia, we need that whole 30 minutes to open up the cuticle for the color to actually deposit. And also with lightener, it makes the hair hard and crunchy. And the scenario that we give, you may be in a race car or you may be in a slow car, and we're going the same distance. The race car is going to get there quicker, but the slow car is going to get there safer. So with us at Monster Brand, we want everybody to be a healthy hair architect. So we're going to show you how to charge the right amount so you can schedule your clients accordingly so you don't have to book them on top of one another to try to speed through a process. So if you put them up under the dryer, it is speeding, and hopefully you don't get a ticket, but the ticket would be compromising the health of your client's hair. And what someone's question is about the timing. Every color takes 25 minutes to process. So if you're depositing a color, it should take 25 minutes. So if you're using a 10 volume to get the lift disparity, a 10 volume lifts for 5 minutes and then it starts depositing. So if every color deposit take 25 minutes, the 10 volume, the whole process time take 30 minutes. 20 volume, it lifts for 10 minutes, then it takes 25 minutes to deposit. So the whole process of 20 volume takes 35 minutes. 30 volume, it lifts for 15 minutes, then it deposits. So if you're using a 30 volume, it takes 40 minutes for the whole process to take place. And the 40 volume, it actually lifts for 20 minutes, and then it takes 25 minutes to deposit. So here's the thing, if you're using the 40 volume and you're not giving it 45 minutes to deposit, the color is not gonna be true to color, because if it takes 20 minutes to lift, to give you the 4 levels of lift, it's gonna take 25 minutes. So if you're only leaving it on for 30 minutes, you're only getting 30 minutes of deposit, and that's why the color is not looking great, because you're missing out on actually 15 minutes of time to deposit to make the color look vibrant, or as we say here in Georgia, pop it.
So one more question. When you say color, are you talking about permanent or semi?
For time restraints, I would say permanent. And the
Okay.
reason why I say that, a lot of different color companies will sell you a demi, permanent,
Well,
and in reality, the actual color tube itself, it is the same color. They're just selling you a different developer to make it. So with us, instead of us selling you three different kits, we're giving you the 3.5, the 7, 10, 20, 30, 40, and we're just selling you one color and showing you how to use the developer to make it work.
Thank you.
Any more questions? All right, no more questions. So here's what we're gonna do, because we got other stuff to talk about today and other stuff to teach you guys on today. We're gonna go over, Eddie, you wanna go over the actual color kits and things of nature? Oh, all right. So when will you use a 7 volume? Our 7 volume is what a lot of us will call our demi, but it's our zero lift direct deposit. So say if an individual, or it's the second process, or if you lifting somebody up to a certain level, and once you reach that level, you will rinse out the lightener, then you will come back with the 7 volume in any color you want to actually deposit on that particular level. And secondly, if you're just depositing the color or actually doing a tint back. So with us, with our tint backs, and a tint back is if you're going from lighter to dark. And that's another great thing with advanced coloration, that we feel ourselves. So say you was at a level 8 and you was going back to a level 5. So we already said earlier that the remaining pigment at level 5 is red. So the opposite of red is green. So with most color lines, if you're going from level 8 back to a level 5, whatever color you're using, you would have to add a green corrector into it to kill the red undertones at 5. So whatever color you're depositing will show up. But what if I told you with advanced coloration that we feel ourselves at every level 5, we have enough green in it to kill the red. So if you was going back to a level 7, the remaining pigment is orange. So with us, the opposite of orange is blue. So at every level 7 color we got enough blue in it to kill the orange. So the color shows up automatically itself. To give it a far stretch, if you were pearly white and you was to deposit a 1N, which is our natural black, most color lines, it would turn green. But with us, it would be naturally black because we feel ourselves. So if any color you want to go darker on, if you deposit with a 7 volume with advanced coloration, the color line figures it out for you because we feel ourselves. It makes it virtually really easy to do a tint back with our color. Any more questions from that? No? All right, well, I want to go over one more advanced coloration product, and then I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Eddie to tell you about the kits. I know we added it to our kits last week, the 3-in-1. Our 3-in-1 is more or less our bond builder. And with us, what separates us from everybody else is that our bond builder has a 3.5 pH. And what's great about that, and what a lot of people don't get, when you using high volume developers with lightning, the cuticle swells. So what bond builders does, if you can remember, like back in the day when we used to ride a seesaw, it offsets the pH. So one of the most popular bond builders are 8 on a pH scale. So if your cuticle is trying to swell to a 14 and you put an 8 on it, it offsets quite a bit. But if you put in something that's a 3.5, so with us, you can use a 40 volume and our 9-stage lightener and our bond builder, and the cuticle never swells above a 10. It gets about a 9.5. So what damages the hair is the cuticle swelling out of control and start burning away cuticle layers. So with high lift colors, If you never get swelling, you never get damage. So with us, this is a 3.5, and it offsets the pH to right around a 9.5. So you can get what 9, 10 levels of lift with a 40 volume, a 9-stage lightning, and our 3.5 without any swelling. So no swelling, no damage. And last but not least, what this does as a standalone treatment. So a lot of people ask me, does chemical actually rebuild bonds? And I tell them, no, God rebuild bonds. So what this does, it seals the outer cuticle to put the hair in a better position to actually fix itself. And the way I explained it to somebody, if anybody out there ever broken a bone, I've broken my arm before. So what happens is the doctor put a cast on, right? The cast don't do the healing, but it puts the arm in better position so it can heal itself. So with bond builders, they're like a cast. It seals the outer cuticle, so it puts the hair in a better position so it can actually repair itself. So that's what separates us from everybody else. And the actual mixing ratio, so when you put it in lightener, you would actually add up the amount of lightener and developer you use, and whatever that amount is, you would divide by 6. And it don't impede the progress of any of the process that it does. Because some of the other popular brands, you have to go up a developer, down a developer. With us, you use the same formula, and it don't impede the progress at all. So are there any questions in regards to the 3-in-1 bond builder? Because it's going to be in a couple of packages that we have going on today.
Does it slow or weaken the lightener?
No, that's what I was saying. It does not impede the progress at all. So you don't have to change any formula the way you do with other popular bond builders. Keep the same formula. The only thing you do is divide by 6 and make sure that you mix it very, very well. Because here's the thing, if you only mix it a couple of times, what happens is this puts a cut on the actual lightener and the 40 volume. So if you don't mix it well, wherever it's not at, it's still going to be a hot 40 volume and regular 9-stage lightning. So you need to make sure that you mix it really, really, really good, because again, it's not going to impede it, but what it does, it brings the pH down, which stops the swelling. And again, no swelling, no damage.
Doesn't look like we have any other questions.
All right, so here's the thing. Today we just did an overview of the actual color line. But what we're gonna do with Monster Brand Mondays, each in particular Monster Brand Monday, we're gonna give you a little more. We're gonna give you a little more. We're gonna teach you how to do reds. We're gonna teach you how to do gray coverage. We're gonna teach you how to do a couple of different things each and every Monster Brand Monday. So we're gonna give it about 45 minutes to an hour every other Monday, and hopefully we can get it up to every Monday, so we can give you snippets of everything that we carry to help boost you up to the next level. So if not any more questions, who we're gonna turn over? We're gonna turn over to Nat or it. All right.
All right, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed Byron. So, hey, so what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna jump and just show you the marriage between the advanced coloration and the Monster brand, which is very, very important to us. And then also, as Natalie comes forward and bring you some of the information about the Monster brand, what we're going to do is also want you to be aware that in Monster brand, we do 2 things. We have our particular brand itself, which is Monster brand, but then we also afford you as a professional stylist to create your own brand. Now, that particular division is called Build Your Brand. Build a brand is a a division within Monster Brand that we allow you professionals to take proven products and get your name or your logo placed on your bottle. So it's your own personal product, and we would actually get you to create your own brand. And so when that becomes forward, she's gonna be talking to you about a couple of items. She's gonna talk to you about some professional items. That's not, we don't recommend that you do create a builder brand from to your clients, but she's gonna tell you about some of the shampoos we have that's great shampoos with the color treated hair. She's gonna talk to you a little bit about the mango honey shampoo, the smoothie conditioner. She'll bring those things, and then also she was gonna show you a little demonstration, or matter of fact, I would do it. This quick little demonstration here. This is one of our top builder brand items. We have clients like Lily Hunter that's doing really, really well with this. She's a barber and a stylist combination up there in Augusta, Georgia, and is actually just winning with this particular item here, using it on her clients. This is our foam wrap. That's incredible. That's one of our stylists we have. We have even schools that's involved with us. So it's what's it, the Hair Academy? Yeah. So it's just Hair Academy is in, and then Victoria's up in Perry, Georgia. So we got a lot of different people. If you guys see this phone, just pay attention to the phone while I go this. Now I'm going to bring Natalie forward, and I'm just doing a little quick demonstration. This is the phone wrap, and she's going to come forward and talk to you about the different products. But like I said, with our Builder Brand program, you guys are able to actually create your own brand. So we're going to turn on to Natalie. She's going to give you a little information. She's going to also talk to you a little bit about our 16 amino acid protein systems and how it correlates with color. So with some great information. I'll be back with you guys. All right, let me get her together. Let me mic her up.
Hi out there, everyone. Wasn't that great information? A lot of great information from Byron. It simplifies the color. So one thing that Byron normally mentions that he did not was that advanced coloration. It's like colors
That's
for
probably gonna work
dummies.
better in the other ear.
Yes, it is. And in the other ear.
You put it on the don't.
Okay, I can hear you, Elaine.
Okay, well, take your glasses.
If it's working, great.
All right, guys, we have a little technical difficulties. This is how the team works.
Would you like to see it?
Yes.
That's what I was saying.
Oh.
It's in the wrong ear. It's in the wrong ear. Okay, you guys. So he likes to say that it is color for dummies, and it really is. I use it, not that you guys are dummies. Okay, don't text me, don't email me that. But it really is. Been using the color line for years and absolutely love it. And one reason I love it so much is because of the pigment in it. And it just works so well with the Monster Brand line. Everything, Monster Brand, we're all about protein, moisture, and balancing out the pH. Protein and moisture, proper protein, moisture is going to balance out the pH in the hair, keeping the hair healthy and vibrant, keeping that color vibrant. So let's start with our treatments. Your clients, every client should be receiving a protein treatment. Once you get your client on a regimen, a routine, a standard routine, consistency, the client is going to see that hair thrive, and so will you. So this is why it's so important for us to make sure that we are giving that client protein treatment. Okay, so with that, our protein treatment is called the Integrity. Integrity, the name says it all. So with the integrity, we have, I don't see our detox shampoo. So our detox shampoo and the integrity foam. This is a system. This makes up the smoothie system. So the smoothie system, you guys have ever done a keratin system? It is not the keratin system, but it's just like a relaxer where you can switch relaxers just as long as you're within that same sodium hydroxide or hydroxide, then you can, change out relaxers. With the integrity smoothing system, if a client ever had a keratin before and she comes in, because you're introducing this to her, and she comes in, she says, can I get that system? Yes, she can. She can get that system. So the difference between keratin and the amino acid smoothing system is because the keratin system, we build keratin naturally from the inside out. So with this system, it is so easy. You lock it in with heat. It is a conditioning treatment. The conditioning treatment system that you must lock in with heat. Okay? Because once you apply this, if you do not lock it in with heat, everything that you just did, that person goes home, shampoo their hair, or comes back to you, you shampoo the hair, everything that you just did is just gone. Everything was done in vain. Okay? So with the two items, you're going to shampoo the hair first as needed. What's great about our detox shampoo, it has salicylic acid, it has green tea. So naturally it's going to cleanse the scalp and the hair. And you are going to use the shampoo as often as you need to. Because, why do I say that? Clients come in, especially when they're wearing their natural texture, and they're using all type of products. If you have not retailed them the proper product, did you hear me? Retail. If you had not retailed them the proper product, then they're going out there and they're just gathering up products, because they're trying to make sure that the hair is hydrated. They're trying to get the hair moisturized. So sometimes, I'm not saying all, but you do have a lot of products out there that are just sitting on top. They're not penetrated. They're not penetrating the hair because they don't have active ingredients. Active ingredients like mustard. So it's very important that you retail proper products, but also you're going to shampoo that hair as needed, because if that is a client that comes in, they're going to have a lot of buildup on their hair. Now, the thing about our detox shampoo, the detox clarifying shampoo, most shampoos will strip, and then you have to follow up with some type of hydration shampoo. With our detox shampoo, it does not strip. The only thing it is going to do is going to remove the buildup that's on the hair and the scalp. That's it. You're still going to retain the moisture in the hair, but at the same time, you're going to get that squeakiness in the hair. And that's what you want to feel for, the squeakiness in the hair, and you're going to know that it's clean. Okay? It's very important. That step in using this system is very important, because if you do not remove all of the buildup, we want this to penetrate. We want this to get through the hair shaft. Okay? So you're going to shampoo as needed. And then what you're going to do is blow dry the hair 30 to 60% dry. Why? Because you want to be able to see how much product is going into the hair. You don't want to fight with the hair, because that client that's coming in and receiving this you want to be able to stretch that hair out. So if they have a lot of shrinkage, because this is why they want the product, they have a lot of shrinkage. So you want to be able to stretch that hair out and not fight with the hair. Once you're parting through the hair, you want to do it with ease. You don't want to be struggling, and you want them to have an experience when they come to you. But the experience that you want them to have is a great experience. So you do not want to fight with their hair because that can cause breakage as well. So you want to blow dry the hair. When you blow dry, you're stretching it out. You're not totally getting it 100% dry because now you're going to apply the product and you want to see that product going into the hair. But just a little bit of moisture in the hair is going to help move the product with ease. Okay? So blow dry the hair, stretch it out, and then section it off in 4. Once you section it off in 4, you're going to start at the nape area and the pinky part, okay? Pinky. Now, stylist, it doesn't take a lot with this product, so do not go back to your salon and just shake this and just put it all over here, okay? We have had someone to do that before. What's gonna happen? You're gonna have to take them back to the shampoo bowl because the beauty of this product here, one trip to the shampoo. So all your water work is done up front. Only shampoo. You're only detoxing the hair. Okay? You're not following up with a conditioner or anything. Detox the hair. This is your conditioner here. It's a conditioning treatment. It's a protein conditioning treatment. So once you section the hair off, you're gonna shake it and then pump it straight across the base. Comb it down. You're gonna take a rat tail comb. Why a rat tail comb? Because the teeth are close together and it's gonna make for an even distribution throughout the hair. So you're gonna take it coming from the base down to the ends and just keep combing it down to the ends. Take the second pinky part, combine it into the first, and just gather it together. You're gonna see the product move up from the first panel to the second. So there you're not going to apply any product there. You're gonna go to the third pinky panel and you're gonna combine it. We call it marrying it together. So you're gonna marry it into the first 2 panels. And then you're gonna keep combing and you're gonna see the product move up. If you do not see the product move up, because the hair can be very dry, that's when you're going to apply product. Just pump it right at the base, comb it down, and you're gonna repeat this. Now, typically, you have other smoothing systems that will go every other pinky part, but we go every 4. Why? Because we have more moisture here as well. So with our line, it's concentrated with moisture. We have cysteine amino acid. This is what it's comprised of. Cysteine amino acid, silk protein, and grapeseed oil. So we wanted to make sure that we would not just have the amino acid because over time it could be very drying to the hair, but we wanted to make sure that we would get enough moisture in the hair as well. So a great, great product. Now, who is gonna come in and request the integrity? Or who would you look at? What client would you look at to receive the integrity smoothing system? That client that comes in and tells you, you know what, I really like the versatility in my hair. I like wearing it straight and I like wearing it in its natural texture, but I do not like the swelliness and the frizziness. This is gonna be a great candidate. That candidate that comes in and says to you, I love wearing my hair straight like a relaxer, but I do not want a relaxer. I do not want any chemicals in my hair. This is going to be a great person to receive the Integrity Smoothing System. Now, that client, if that's telling you that they just want to wear their hair straight, make sure you're educating them on you're going to trick their hair, because if they consistently wear their hair straight, they're creating a memory on the hair. So a client come in and say to you, that product made my hair straight, it took all the curl out. No, it's not going to do that. Once you take them to the shampoo bowl, it's going to curl back up. But it's going to be great for that client that loves wearing her natural texture, but she just wants a slight elongation in her hair, because once her hair dries, she has a lot of shrinkage. But she loves it when it's wet. But once it dries, there's a lot of shrinkage. It's going to be great for that person. You are going to control how much elongation the client is going to receive based upon how much heat you put to the hair when you're locking the product in. Because unlike other smoothing systems or a keratin system where you have to break the hair down, you can't touch the hair or anything because the hair needs time to cure. So that great molecule, let's say it's a grape, that's the keratin molecule, it's so large, you can't tuck the hair behind the ear, you can't do anything because that hair needs time to break down in order for that molecule to break down and to get inside the hair. With the Integrity System, because it is amino acid based, so let's say salt grain molecules, they're very small. So as soon as you apply it to the hair, what is it doing? It's already going in and it's placing. So that's your part of your protein treatment. So you're not gonna follow up with another protein. That's their protein treatment. That's going to last up to 12 weeks or 12 shampoo services. What is it doing? It's rebuilding, it's restoring, and it's repairing the hair from the inside out. Now, before I go into with color, are there any questions regarding the Integrity, Elaine?
Yes, definitely. One question looked like we did get it answered in chat, but is the detox shampoo safe for color?
Yes, it is. Is the detox shampoo safe for color? Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say all of our shampoos are safe with color because it's within the pH range of the hair.
Okay, another question is, does it come in professional size?
Does it come in a professional size? This is our professional size. Are you asking, does it come
We're
in
talking about the
the
Integrity.
gallon? Oh, the Integrity. The Integrity, this is the largest size. This is 16. This is 8 ounce, sorry, 8 ounce. How many applications will this give you? This should give you approximately up to maybe short hair. You could probably get up to about 20 applications with this or more, but it only takes 2 ounces. It only takes 2 ounces with this 8 ounce bottle. So if you're doing like short hair, someone just kind of want to wear a texturizer or so. I'm trying to exit. But you have clients that come in and they may want to, with short hair, and they want to wear a texturizer. I've done that with several clients. Then, of course, you're going to get more because it's stretchy. It's 8 ounces, so you should get at least about maybe 16 to 20, something like that. This goes a long way. I've used this bottle here on a lot of clients.
And how often, tell us how often again between, so if you're using it, if you get 16 uses out, and how many times your client, you're seeing your client, you're using it on your
So
client every what, 16 weeks, 6
so
weeks, about
no,
approximately? Okay.
again, 12 is guaranteed 12 weeks. Guaranteed 12 weeks or up to 12 shampoo services. Okay? Because when I say 12 weeks, that's because if a client is coming in every single week. But if they're, coming in every other week or every 3 weeks, just 12 shampoo services. And we're going to get to how it actually can last longer with the next product.
Okay, next question is, what is the preservative that's used in the product?
Say that again, Elaine.
What's the preservative that's used in the product?
We have no preservative in the product. I'm gonna break down why you need a preservative in others and why not. But I see one question about the temperature. You control the temperature. So 450, you can lock it in. Let's say the hair is normal to coarse hair. You can lock it in. One pass is going to lock it in. Okay? Now, when you get ready to style the hair, then you can turn the temperature down. But if that hair is coarse and that client is saying to you, I really need more shrinkage in my hair, then you can actually go through that hair, locking it in twice, do two passes, and then you can turn the temperature down and proceed with styling. If is, let's say, normal hair or normal texture, and they just want a slight elongation, then 400, 450, but still one pass. If it's finer hair, then you need to turn that temperature down, probably 390, 390, one pass, then turn the temperature down. And when you're locking it in, you're gonna make sure that you're doing a comb chase, because the comb chase is helping you to gather up all of the strands of the hair, making it an even distribution throughout the hair.
Okay, and with that question, they asked what type of flat iron should they be using, nano, titanium, or ceramic?
All three that you just mentioned, those are the ones perfect.
Okay, and then
those three are perfect because it makes for an even distribution of heat.
Okay, and then back to the integrity, then for 12, you said the 12 services. Oh, say that again.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were piggybacking with the preservatives.
Oh no, the 12 weeks. That what shampoo should you be using, and how should you go about the retouching?
Oh, great question.
Yeah.
So when they come in for their first shampoo, the first shampoo is going to either be our smoothing shampoo, the smoothing shampoo system. That's the smoothing shampoo and conditioner. This shampoo and conditioner is great because it has a lot more slip in it. It's great for normal to coarse hair. The smoothing shampoo system is. If the hair is fine to normal, then you want to use the mango and honey system because it has a little bit more of the hydrolyzed wheat protein. And the hydrolyzed wheat protein, it actually volumizes the hair, but without frizzing. Okay? So before I go on to what it's actually doing, I want to go back to the question regarding the preservatives. So most systems, especially the keratin system, are going to have the formaldehyde in it because of the size of the molecule, because you're trying to force the keratin in to the hair. But with the amino acid, we do not have to force it. It's working immediately. So if that client wants to shampoo their hair in the same day, they can do so. So there's no forcing it because we know it takes 2 to 3 amino acid molecules to build the keratin naturally. So this is why there are no preservatives in the Integrity foam.
And then she also said, you talked about this. I'll read the full question though. It says, since there's no preservatives, how does it last? And we should not need a mask when processing.
Great question. So it will last naturally with this system, with the Integrity foam. It will last naturally up to 2 years. Up to 2 years, it'll last naturally. You do not need to wear a mask, but you do, and you don't need to wear a mask because there are no preservatives. So when you're locking it in, you're not going to get all the smoke and the smells and your coughing and all of that. You're not going to get that. But if you use too much of the product, just like if you use too much of anything, you're going to see the smoke from the iron, but it's going to dissipate. It's not just lingering. And then you may get a little cough there because of too much product. But if you apply it the way I'm saying, the way I'm instructing you to apply it, you're not going to get that. So it's not like when you have the formaldehyde and you're in the front of the salon. So if Lily is in the front, and then Elaine, you're in the back of the salon. So you're doing hair, but Lily, by her being in the front, or let's even just flip it. If Lily is in the back and she's applying a smoothing system, or she's using the keratin blowout system, it's going to travel. The smoke is going to travel. The fume is going to travel. It's not that formaldehyde is bad because we breathe it in, we produce it. So it's not bad, but when you put 450 degrees of heat to it, then it turns into a toxic gas. So that's why it's traveling. That's why you need a mask. With the Integrity Smoothing System, it's cysteine amino acid. That's what your hair is predominantly made up of. There's no need. There's no need for a mask or anything. It's going to work as soon as you apply it to the hair. Now, do you wear gloves? Yes. You wear gloves, 2 reasons. 1, you're professional, you're applying the treatment. 2, it is acidic. So it's like, it sits at what, like a 1.8? It's a 1.8 on the pH scale. So if you have, let's say, just a slight little cut, it's not really just open, but it's a slight little cut, and it gets on that cut, then it will sting a little. But as soon as it stings, it does go away. It's not like it's a lingering burn from a relaxer. Okay, so it will go away, but it's acidic. So it's at a 1.8 on a pH scale. Okay, so are there any questions before I move on?
Yeah, how do you use it on shortcuts, like a pixie cut, like shorter under an inch?
Again, Elaine?
How do you use it on shortcuts, like a pixie cut under an inch?
Did I lose you?
You can't hear me?
No, I can't hear from, let me get the other. Just a second, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear her slightly.
I
Repeat
hear
the
you.
question again.
Yeah. How do you use it on a shortcut, like a pixie cut under an inch?
Well, wait, Elaine. Okay, say it again.
On a short cut, like a pixie cut under an inch? How do you use it?
So you're gonna use it the same, but of course, because the hair is short, then even versus you going every 4 pinky parts before applying it, you may go every 5. So the key is, you guys, once you apply it to that very first pinky panel, before applying it again, you want to make sure that you're not seeing the product move up. Because in the way you do that is you have to marry wherever part where you are, you have to make sure that you are marrying it into the previous. That's the only way that you are going to see. And this is why it's so important that the hair is at least about 60% dry. 60%, even if you go 70%, because you want to make sure that you're able to see where the product is moving. If the hair is wet, the product is liquid, it's wet. So you're not going to be able to tell one way or the other. So you could use too much product, but then again, you might use too less. So if the hair is dry, let's say 60%, but stretched out, then you're able to see the product move. So with a short pixie style, you're gonna use less product because that product is concentrated. So you'll be able to see it move up and you'll be able to work faster because typically it would take you, let's say 90 minutes. It could take 90 minutes in using this because once you do this and it's all over the entire head, remember, over the entire head with the proper application. Once you get it over the entire head, then you're gonna take the processing cap, put it on, set them aside, no steamer, no dryer, just room temperature, set them aside, and then you can proceed on to another client. You're gonna set it for 20 minutes if it's fine to normal. Set it for 20 minutes, set your timer. If it's normal to coarse, then you're gonna set it for 30 minutes. Once it goes off, go ahead and remove the cap. You could be in the middle of combing out another client. You can still proceed with finishing up that client, but just remove the cap. So what is the cap doing? It's keeping the moisture locked in. But when I say remove it and finish up with that other client, it's because we had one incident one time where a client used like that Super 8 grease or that Super 8 grease, and she used it so much to where the product pushed the grease out. And so when she went to lock it in, her hair was heavy. It wasn't heavy from the product, it was from the previous product. So this is why it's so important for you to make sure that you are detoxing that hair properly as many times as you need to. You need to detox it. I was at a show and we used just a model walking up. I used her because I wanted to really showcase her hair, but she had so much buildup. I literally shampooed her at least about 8 times, but her hair came out great. Her hair came out great in the end. So this is why it's very, very important for you to do that. So now, what is the integrity doing? It is restoring, repairing, and rebuilding the hair from the inside out. Restoring, repairing, and rebuilding the hair from the inside out. So as the days go on, that client hair, she is going to be amazed. And when she comes back, you're going to be amazed. it still amazes me today. When I use it on a client, I'm still blown away because it's gonna do exactly what we're telling you it's gonna do. What it's designed to do, you're going to see it before your eyes. You're gonna see the hair rebuild, restore, and repair. That's what it's doing. As you go in, as you apply it, it's like that slinky. When you stretch the slinky out, you have those pockets. It's gonna go fill up those pockets. It's shoring it up. But then what you're gonna do is lock it in with the heat to make sure that it holds. And it's just gonna go in and it's gonna do its thing. It's just that simple. It's not a whole lot of rocket science behind it. That's why it's just so amazing because it's not a whole lot. You can have a Integrity Wednesday. Integrity Wednesday, and this is all you're doing. You're charging anywhere from $125 or $150 and up. We have stylists that's getting as much as $350. If you're a stylist that's already, you're doing a keratin and you're getting $350, $400, well, you can do the Integrity, less steps, and you can get the same thing. It's a treatment, and it's a standalone treatment. So nothing else. 2 items. This is it. Any questions on that?
So someone asked, do I have to smooth it with your finger or straighten it on short hair clients? And before you answer that, there's a few questions about the process, and someone asked if we could do a live demo at some point.
That would be great. That would be great. You know what? If we could set it up for the next Zoom, we can set it up. We're gonna talk more about that and make sure we get it out. But yes, that would be great. But we do also have, you can go to YouTube, The Monster Brand, on YouTube. We do have a demonstration of the Integrity Smoothing System being applied.
And that's on your YouTube page.
That's on the YouTube page.
All right. Have a question about, we have a few questions. So one is, what if they're an athlete and they sweat a lot? I think you talked about detoxing, but you can answer that. What if they're an athlete and they sweat a lot?
Okay, great. So it's locking in the moisture and blocking out the heat. But if they are very, very active daily and they sweat, even if you're going through menopause, we cannot do anything about the sweat burns. So this is what I would say. This is what I say to my clients. You're going to sweat. But once you sweat, you're not combing through your hair. You're not brushing through your hair. You want to make sure that the scalp fully dries. Make sure your scalp is fully dry, and then proceed with, if you're gonna brush it in a wrap, brush it back in a ponytail or anything like that. Because if you do not, what you're doing is you're allowing the salt to travel throughout the hair, and that's gonna cause the reversion in the hair. Because what happens with the Integrity System also, it assists in memory. So if that client goes home and you know she wraps her hair a lot, she's got a silk out and she's gonna wrap her hair. Well, excuse me, every day she's wrapping her hair, every day she's creating memory. But even if she works out, what I tell my clients, when you work out and your hair is wrapped, have your silk scarf on, do not take it down until you're done working out. Once that scalp is totally dry, now, you know, you're gonna sweat. So once the scarf, you're gonna feel the dampness in it, go ahead and remove it, but then let the scalp dry before actually combing the hair down. Because if you don't, you're gonna allow the scalp to salt. You're gonna assist with brushing that salt or combing that salt throughout the hair, because that's what's causing the reversion in the hair. So let it dry. If you wear your hair pulled back in a bun, again, let the scalp dry. Because what you're gonna wanna do is go home and brush it to make it silkier and smoother again, but let the scalp dry. The hair is gonna be fine, but the scalp, right there at the base, your root, you're gonna feel that reversion. Because you're right, we can't do anything about the salt bones. That's why I say let it dry and then wrap your hair. Comb your hair down. So when you re-wrap it, even if you want to just sit up under the dryer, if your client has a hood dryer at home, she can do so and it'll just refresh it. If you have, if the client wears pin curls, tell them to keep their hair pin curled while they're working out. Because again, at the root, you're gonna sweat. It's gonna get moist. So again, it's the salt that's causing the reversion. Because once we lock that moisture in, it's locked in. So you're locking in the moisture, but you're blocking out the heat. Because what the product does, there's a barrier that wraps around each strand, a humidity barrier. It wraps around each strand. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this section up real quick because we have Mr. Eddie's gonna come up and talk to you guys about some deal. But I want to talk real quickly about the integrity and color. If you're gonna do a deposit, then you're gonna lock it in first. You wanna make sure that you lock the integrity in. Then you can go straight with the deposit of the color, or you can take them back to the bowl and just do a hard rinse to get it wet and then do your deposit. If that client wants a lift, you're gonna do the lifting process of the color first, because what the integrity is doing, we're adding value to the hair. We're not taking it away. So anything that's taken away, that's a chemical. Chemicals is a color. The color is a chemical, I'm sorry. It's going to remove, okay? But what we're doing is putting back. So you wanna do the lifting process, do your color process up front, and then manufacturing instructions, go through that, and then come back and follow through with the integrity. Do we have any questions on that? Okay, so. Okay. Mr. Byron.
Hey, I'm back at you. So what we're gonna do now, because I know a lot of you guys a couple weeks ago, we gave out 2 packages. We had a gray kit and a high lift kit. And I know a lot of you people got those. So what we're gonna do today for you guys, but don't fret for the people who didn't get that, because we're gonna give y'all a chance to get it as well. What we're doing for you guys today, because the gray kit came with 4 developers and a book. And then the high lift colors came with a book. It's 2 colors. It came with a lightener, and you got our bridge and our stabilizer. So for you guys who got those kits, we got a new kit today that's gonna let you get 25 colors of your choice, because you already have a book to choose from. And we're gonna talk about prices a little bit later with Mr. Eddie. But for you guys who this is your first time with us, we actually have a kit that's gray coverage. And again, the gray coverage comes with 1N, 2N, 3N, 4N. It comes with 2 developers of your choice. and it comes with the actual book. And then for the people who love to do high lift, we're gonna, it comes with a book, and it comes with 10 and 12. It comes with our 9-stage lightener, and it comes with our bridge and our stabilizer and a book as well. Yes, and
This is the truth.
and we didn't talk about the 9-stage program, so please forgive me. So with this 9-stage here, it actually gives you 9 levels of lift with just a 20 bar. So with this, I mean, phenomenal. And what makes this set apart from everybody else, because this too, also we pull 99.98% of the toxins out, that you can get a true lift without it compromising the integrity of the hair. So what we suggest is, if you're gonna use over 20 volume with any lightener, you need to have something in it. So with us, it's the 3-in-1. You can use our bridge as well. And before we talk about the bridge, this gives you 9 levels of lift. So when you want to go from dark to light really, really fast, you use this. And with us as well, we have 2 7-stage lights. We actually have a violet and a blue. And with us knowing the actual color wheel with the actual blue, because you know blue cancels orange. So right around that 7, 6 levels, level 6, 7, where the orange stage live at, you will actually use the blue lightener. And what it'll do, it'll take those orange tones out. So you'll never have to come back and correct it. It's gonna give you a neutral color up front. And with the violet, you know, violet is opposite of yellow, and the yellow cancels out the violet cancels out the yellow. So once you get in level 8 and above, this is gonna cancel out the brassiness, and you don't have to come back and neutralize it. You can lift and tone at the same time with these 3 colors. So please explain to them our bridge.
Yes. So with the bridge, you guys, the bridge actually, it is a bond multiplier, it's a bond builder. But what's great about this particular item, there's no measure. So all you do is, right before you're doing your chemical services, any chemical service, you go ahead, part the hair off the way that you are going to apply your chemical. Once you section the hair, each part, just spray at the base and down the shaft. So really it's like just part, spray, part, spray. You're just kind of spraying and moving it like that, because you're going from the root down to down the shaft. And then you're just gonna take a wide comb, not combing at the base, because remember, you're getting ready to do a chemical. So what you're doing is just kind of a wide comb, and just kind of comb through the hair, pick it up and just kind of comb it through, or you can finger it through, but without touching or manipulating that scalp, because you're getting ready to apply a chemical on it. Also with this, it's great for if a client comes in and you're not giving them a protein treatment, so to speak, but this is a treatment, but they have breakage. You can actually combine it with the strong. So a couple of pumps of this or a cap in with your strong conditioner, and it creates a mask and it stops breakage on contact. And that's the bridge.
Yes, so with knowing how to use the bridge, with knowing how to use the 3-in-1, everybody knows how to use the stabilizer already. So what a lot of people did the last time we had our Monster Brand Mondays, because everybody wanted the gray kit, everybody wanted the high lift. So what we did, we gave you a special and combined those 2 together. So when Mr. Eddie comes up, he's gonna tell you, if you wanna combine 2 or 3 of the kits together, we're gonna give you an actual special price. And last but not least, what I'm gonna give you guys is about the MB800. And I know that a lot of you guys are asking me, y'all are inboxing, y'all are texting me, like when we're gonna get started. So the MB 800 is gonna drop when? MB 800, 14 days. In 14 days, we're gonna be able to go ahead and get you guys started. And the thing, what's great about it, it's not just one program that's locked into place, because what a lot of you guys don't get, some people are at different points. Some people have great personal credit. Some people have bad credit. Some people already have their EIN number. Some people are already registered with the state. So what happens is there are going to be so many different programs and so many different groups that we're going to be able to walk you through. But what we're going to be able to do is meet you where you're at. So with that, we're gonna teach you how to do OPM. We're gonna teach you the difference between going out and get a personal loan or go out and get a line of credit. Because what a lot of people don't understand, even if you have the wherewithal to get $100,000 line of credit or a wherewithal to get $100,000 loan, the difference is if you get that loan, even if you're not using that money, you got to pay monthly back to the bank because it's an installation loan. Versus getting a line of credit and say you only need 5,000, you can pull the 5,000 and you only pay interest on the 5,000. And once you pay it back, you owe the bank nothing and it just sits there. So I'm super excited to get everybody involved in the MB 800 because it allows you to build legacy. It allows you to underwrite your Build a Brand program. It allows you to underwrite so many different things because think about it. Each one of you at the sound of my voice, if you had an extra $10,000 right now to put into your business, how would it change your life? So that's what makes it so great. And now we're going to bring Mr. Spencer up so we can tie everything together, give you prices on it, and then we can go from there. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna join y'all. I had to get in the middle. Let's take a sandwich. We got an oxidized Oreo. Hey guys, this is Mustard Brand Monday, and we hope to bring this to you about every 2 weeks. We're gonna do some sessions. It's gonna be 60 minutes. We're gonna be doing some live demos. That would be a 2-hour session. And we'll break things up as far as the liquid product and the color because it's so much. There's so much to bring and to give you. We want to pour into you. We have a wealth of information for you. I might be a couple of questions out there. I'm not sure, Elaine, on this new dynamic that they just mentioned and they talked about. But if it is, you could, give us the awareness of that, and we can, we'll try to answer all the questions we can. And mindful of the times, we have 13 minutes left before the time that we asked you guys to spend with us, which was into 12 noon, and we will stay true to our time. But they talked about these specials. Last week, we did these specials. We did the gray coverage that these guys gave you all that information about the gray coverage. The gray coverage consists of the 4 sticks of color, the 1N, 2N, 3N, 4N, 2 developers. Our developers of choice that we recommended was the 7-volume and the 10-volume developer. It came with the actual book. And that book, remember I told you last, if you guys was on before, and there was a now, that book by itself, we sell this $120 by itself. Remember that number. Remember that number. $120 for the color book, because that's very important, because when your client is sitting in a chair, you want to place this book in their hand and let them go through and see all the different 95 shades of color that you have access to on their behalf. Your income would change. We had some stylists that joined us, and they allowed us to walk them through the color and the income change. I know I hear a lot of testimony about Brittany Bryant, right?
Yes.
A young lady, Brittany Bryant, that got involved with us and helped walk her through some color deals and got her comfortable with color. And now she's a beast. She's doing color corrections, doing all these things, which mean her income has shifted and changed. Those are the things you want to do. This particular book, like I said, is involved with that first level. And everybody got their packages that ordered on the last time. It's the 4 sticks of color, the 2 developers, the book, and a stabilizer.
That was our gray covers. Those you guys that just want to get your toe involved. A lot of people want to cover the gray. You see me? I should have covered mine today, but just it comes back with vengeance. I just quit fighting. And then we had the second one with that high lift color. The gray coverage package, remember that was $109, okay? $109 for that one package. The second package we had was the high lift color. So we put you on all spectrum over there. We had the natural series all the way to the high lift colors here. That particular package was a 11 and a 12. It came with the book also. It came with 2 developers that we recommended. If you're just getting that, we recommend the 7 and the 20. It comes with that 9-volume developer, high lift color.
So you done finishing and the book.
9-volume developer color. That came with the bridge, and it also came with the stabilizer. Their hands can't even hold all this. In the stabilizer size, this is the stabilizer size here, 32 ounce of stabilizer. A lot of you guys familiar with neutralizers. Stabilizer was the original until the marketing came about, and some people know about that, some people don't. But stabilizer is definitely more of a, it's a safer, more conditioning approach to shut down the cuticle, and more healthy approach. That particular package that you just seen was $129. We had a lot of people came, they just got both packages last time. A matter of fact, we was on the call, and Lily Hunter, you guys keep hearing that name. You're gonna constantly hear that name. She's cash apping us before we can even finish the spiel. She wanted to be the first one to get her package, and she was. But she has her package, and she has her book, and she's been able to go through and buy more and more colors. And because of her and what we seen what happened, once she got her book, we decided to create another package for those that have their book. That if you're like Lily, what'll happen is you're gonna start looking through the book, all these 95 different shades, and you're gonna start wanting more. Well, she called and put another order in for all the colors in between, just about all of them, about 25 or 30 colors in between. And so we created a third package. And this is the first time we're offering this. This particular package comes with 25 sticks of color, shades of your choice. Okay? It comes with stabilized. No, it comes with the 3-in-1, not the stabilizer, 3-in-1, because the stabilizer already has the stabilizer. It comes with the 3-in-1. This alone by itself is a $30 value. It comes with the shampoo and conditioner of your choice. Shampoo, mango honey,
Okay.
So it comes with the mango honey shampoo and conditioner, because some people will ask, what's the shampoo do I need to use after the color? Safe color treated shampoo, the mango honey. Natalie explained to you a lot about all the other things. The pH level is between that range of 4.5 to 5.5, arranged around of hair. So it's that safe. It doesn't open the cuticles, and you don't get the bleeding on your pillows and all those things. I don't care if it's reds, high lifts, it doesn't matter. These are safe to actually use. So those are, you actually receive those also. That particular package is $249. So let me recap, because I know Elaine is keeping me on track. 25 sticks of color, a 3-in-1 conditioner, and then the mango honey shampoo and smoothie conditioner is what comes in that package. And that package is mainly for those that already got the gray coverage, already got the high lift, already got the combination package that we did last time. And they just need more color. You don't need the book and all that in regards to that. But just imagine those sticks of colors is 3.4? 3.4. It's 3.4 ounces of color with a 2-to-1 ratio mix, 2-part developer, 1 part color. It actually creates you at the end 3 tubes of color.
Eddie, I'm so sorry. I got 25 sticks of color, the 3-in-1 mango and honey shampoo and conditioner.
Mango honey shampoo and smoothie conditioner.
Got you. I knew I was missing something. Thank you.
Smoothie instant conditioner, yes. Mhm. So, like I said, you're gonna end up with 3 sticks of colors. And how many heads you get out of a color sheet?
3.
You get 3 heads.
10.2 ounces of color.
That's 10.2 ounces of color that you would yield. And let's say you charge, what would you charge for a color? That's the average person, don't be bougie. She's about to go bougie on me. Average person that's beginning color, what's a big price?
Well, for a full head, probably 250.
So 250. So
But then, you know, depending on.
of course, your talent and everything can go up. But let's say you do 250 for a full head of color. You got 1 stick that they said it yields 3 heads of color. Let's do the math. 3 times 250 equals $750 for the color, right?
Yes.
But that's 1 stick. You can have 25 more sticks. That's incredible. I want to start doing that. But look, that's 25 sticks of color. That is
That's a base color.
That's your base color. And then you can add on. But if you was someone like Toria in Jacksonville, that price is going to be different when you walk and get in her chair. You know, I mean, it's you just
You
the
can
talent.
highlights, you can do, it's just so many
Highlights.
different techniques.
Yeah, all those things with those colors. So those are some of the things. If you're a barber, just a gray coverage alone, you can imagine how many heads you can get out. You wouldn't charge the 250s and all that. But if you're a barber out there and you're just doing the blackouts for the guys, for the beards and the hair, that 1 stick of color will be phenomenal. Remember, we use scale, so we're not coloring pipes. We're not wasting color. We're doing precise amount of color. How many ounces in 1 tube of color? 3.4 ounces is in 1 tube of color. And remember, it's a 2-to-1 mix, so you're going to yield 10.2.
You get 3 heads.
You'll get 3 heads out of this tube of color here. So now you guys are do you have the pH number? I couldn't read that quickly. But the thing is this, we're gonna keep putting your questions in. We're gonna answer questions. Keep plugging them into the chat. We're gonna come and we're gonna answer questions we have between these two. There shouldn't be a question you have that we can't answer. So if we get to go to the late, I know. So those are the 3 different packages.
They want to know how long is the sale going on.
Y'all want me to read the questions out? I mean, they're coming in. I was
Not
just gonna
yet.
wait. and
Not
read them
yet.
at the end. Okay.
We're gonna sum up the question in 1 minute. We're gonna go to the questions. So the thing is this, you have those 3 packages. Now, what we're going to do, and hopefully Elaine, correct me if I'm wrong, if we can't make this happen. We're gonna send a deal sheet out to everyone that signed up for this Zoom. And when you get that deal sheet, you're gonna need to respond. So the time is gonna be, the key is you can do it now. You can go to I don't know, we're probably not ready for the website yet, but we're gonna get everybody to go to the website or get with your distributor that invited you. And we're gonna be able to get you that deal done. Far as time, the deal is really for the ones who got on the call today. We will extend a couple of days extra because normally we do the day of. We'll extend a couple of days because of the fact we didn't expect this overwhelming response. I got all these different messages coming in and my phone keep going off that people said, I want deal 1, I want deal 2, I want deal 3. I even got another person that said they want 1 and 2. We did that last time. We had a combination package for 1 and 2. 189 can get you deal 1 and 2. Okay.
Oh, that's so good.
189. That's the gray coverage and the high leg. 189. That's what we did for the ones last week. The new package is what it is. It's $249 by itself. But if you want all 3, this is what we're gonna do, Elaine. And just don't tell Lee I said this. because I don't know where he's at. The Byron, it's gonna be, you and I, we're gonna outvote him.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what we say. If you want all three of those packages, Elaine, listen to this. Linda, listen, Linda. Oh, look. Package 1, package 2, package 3. I'm gonna do all three of them for $3.99. Remember, you got a 109 package, a 129 package, and a 249 package. You'll get all three for $3.99. And I know some of you guys already did the 1 and 2, so it doesn't behoove you to get that. So you probably just want just the color package. And the great thing about it is, we're gonna create a link on Monster Brand when the flyer gets available. For those of you guys, I know back to school is here. And I know you guys that's, got them young babies and cheering. It's a little tough right now because even school is expensive. The books, the supplies and all that. So what we're gonna do, Elaine, remember this. Those that want that $3.99 package, we're gonna set up a link for them. And I don't know, you let me know how long it's gonna take. I'm gonna ask you that question in a minute. But we're gonna position a link for them to go and do a deposit of $99 to secure their package. And they can do the payments how they wanna do it. They can pay for it in full, or they can give us a $99 deposit and we'll reserve their package. Does that sound, that's agreeable?
That's great.
And not only we're giving you this product, we're here. We're gonna walk you through the use of it. We're gonna show you and get you comfortable, if you're not already, to use 95 shades that we're offering. And Natalie did a wonderful job talking about the integrity. Smoothing system. Smoothing system is the hottest thing going. It's a one-step smoothing system. One trip to the shampoo bowl and bam, it's done. I call it a heat-activated conditioning system. That's how I say it. We have a deal for that already on the website. You can go to the website right now and get that deal. I can't remember what it is, the price, but we have a deal. You just those 2 items. You got that bottle that can yield you 12 to 16 heads. Go themonsterbrands.com is where you're going to be going. Go there. There's already a deal on there. We're going to make it even more known. Elaine going to make it sparkle and shine and dance a little bit just so you can be able to find it. But those are some of the things we do. Build a brand. If you ever wanted to see your name or your logo on the bottle, we have a cookie cutter program. We can get you from conception to on the shelf for a cookie cutter program within 3 weeks. You want to get ready for the buying season that's on the way. So those are, I just can't say that. Elaine, our time is up. And so what we want to do, Elaine, if you got any questions, if you got the remaining, we want to release anybody that don't have any questions, that's fine. We want to stay true to our time. And I want to say love, peace, and hair grease to you that's going to depart with us now. But if you have some questions that we can answer, it's best time to do it while I have these 2 gurus with me.
2
All
things
right.
I want to say that I didn't say about the integrity.
Until later.
Well, you just said it.
Go ahead, Elaine.
Okay. So,
Husband and wife, you can do.
so just want to reiterate if they want the deals, they can get with you guys or the distributors that ask them come to the call today for all the packages. Is that correct?
That's correct. Plus, you'll have the packages on the website when you let them
Correct.
know when it would be available.
Okay. Then is there a deal for the integrity smoothing system?
That's already on the site
All
that you put.
right. Yes. Okay, and then we got what if you just want color, and how can you order and get the book?
Once again, if you they send a message through the website or get with the individual that invited them, which is probably be one of our distributors, we can get them taken care of on either or. We have an excellent shipping program. We have things, if you get things to us before 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, it ships out that day, and depends on what zone you're in, 1 or 2 days mainly, then you'll get it.
Okay, I got a question. Do you have the pH numbers on your physical product?
It depends which product it is, but yes, we do.
Seconds.
pH
We have the
numbers.
P-
Yes.
Okay, I think you answered this. Is that the smoothie system or the mango system or just one shampoo? So it's the mango and honey shampoo and the smoothie conditioner, the smoothie instant conditioner, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
That's just our recommended when we was talking about dealing with the color. But the mango has a conditioner and the smoothie has a conditioner, a shampoo. So we're just giving you our recommended items.
Okay, and it looks like that's the end of the questions. I do have a comment that says, I love it. My color knowledge has skyrocketed due to the advanced coloration education team. So kudos to the team. And then this says, I can't locate the bond builder on the website. I will reach out to you personally to make sure you can get anything off of the website. And like Eddie said, I will be adding bells and whistles so it's easier to find the deals we talked about today and the products we talked about today. And that might be it. That might be all of our questions. Oh, here we go. Please let them be aware that they will not receive the book for each offer or will. Oh, so explain to them how the book works. Yeah.
So the thing is, what happens if you did the gray covers, it comes with a book by itself. If you did the high lift color only, it comes with a book by itself. But if you do the combination package between the gray coverage and high lift, there would only be one book, but the price has been reduced. So you'll have a savings. There's no need to have 2 books, but you'll get all the other items. There's no need to duplicate anything.
The one book, even for the combined deal.
One book
Yes.
for combined 1 and 2. There's no book with the third package because you need to at least have the gray coverage or the high lift before you start going all those other sticks.
But the ones who are getting the 3 deals together get 1 book.
It'd be 1 book. That's correct.
Okay. Okay. And then someone else asked where they can find the deals. I will have them up by tomorrow morning and they'll be on the website. But again, you can reach out to whoever invited you to this meeting to get started right now.
And then there's some of you guys that's already a client because Byron, we've been doing this since 13 years. Some of you have a book. And if you have a book that's a special occasion, I would say secure a package, make it known. If you're paying it in full, or if you're doing a deposit, make it known that you're an existing client and already have a book. And we can work something out if you still want the 3 packages, if that makes sense. We'll let you do the 3 packages and we'll do some numbers and subtract out the book if you don't need a refresher.
I think that's the last question.
I think Miss Brenda had a question. Hey, Miss Diane.
You said Linda?
Brenda, I think she asked a question. Callahan?
I'm looking. How long is the sale? I think I skipped that one because they did answer it, but yeah, how long is the sale?
Yeah.
The question that I had was if you have a book, if you want the $3.99, but he already answered that question.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Mhm.
And if no one invited you and you came in this luck upon us, you still can go to the website and we get you taken care of. And Elaine, once again, will put the website up just to make sure you guys are aware of that by tomorrow morning, because we just announced all these different packages. She'll make these things available for you to add tomorrow. This matter of fact, we'll run this special. We at least need to get awareness that you want the packages. Like I said, if it's the $3.99, between now and Wednesday, the end of the month, you can do your $100 deposit or $99 deposit, and we'll set you up and lock you in for that. We'll make that particular link available for you to do that on the website. Or if you have already someone servicing you, you can get with that particular person and they'll take care of you based off different scenarios, but they'll get you taken care of. And so right now, let's say by it'll end Thursday morning, the specials. To answer that question, Thursday morning, which is the 1st of August. All right. So I guess what'll happen, we hope to see you guys at our next Monster Brand Monday. We're gonna just bring you some other sections to it. So that's that. If you guys are here and you guys are by the Killeen, Texas area around there, we have an actual in-person class with one of our business partner, Danny. And we're gonna be in Texas, August 12th. Those of you guys that's looking for in-person classes, we are going to be doing that. We're gonna do a lot more of these Zooms because it's a little convenient. We'll be doing demonstrations on Zooms for you. But we still like to do in-persons too, but it's just a matter of the setup and a little more work behind that, but we definitely looking forward to do it. I know we talked to
Asked about a demonstration.
So those are different things that we're going.
Last but not least, before we go, if you see yourself doing this where we're at, let us know. We are building an education team. With this new technology Zoom, our education program is about to be booming because we can have 5 presenters on the same day and you never have to leave the comfort of your own home, or you never have to leave the comfort of your own salon, because we can set you up and we can do presentations and show it all around the world, and you never have to fly out and go anywhere. So if you see yourself wanting to be an educator, and I know some of you guys out there thinking, well, I just want to do behind the scenes. When we do shows, you can be the one doing behind the scenes, or you can be the one that's doing the demo, or you can step up and be the one that's doing the presenting. So we won't turn anybody down, because what you got to understand is just because you start here today, it's not where you're going to end up at. So if you want the desire, we have the patience to get you to wherever you need to be. Because again, with Monster Brand, it's our job to get you to where you want to be. And that's what we do, help people get them to where they want to be. She said, sign me up. I know, Ms. Diane. Thank you for the support. So if no more questions,
That's it.
we're signing off. Thank you guys for y'all 2 hours.